Not only is it, digital, but you're gonna be getting that 5%. Who doesn't love getting 5%, especially if you have tons of money just sitting around? So I think what I could do is I could possibly talk to the Safemoon development team and bring this to them, because there's a lot of people in different parts of the world, and right now I feel like they're only reaching a part that we can reach because it's all community driven. But if they want to go for big sharks, they got to start putting in the work, and by that I mean putting money into actual advertisement, uh, commercials in that part of the world to get them to know what Safemoon is about.
Wasn't there a campaign to put Safe Moon on the largest tower in Dubai?
Yeah, we were
Yes,
gonna put the sign on Burj Khalifa, but the problem is at this point it can be done by the community. Like we're talking about thousands of money that need to be poured into commercials
Right,
on a professional level.
right.
And I feel like right now, SafeMoon is at that. They need to push it. But I guess I mean, they are busy, but I mean, that's why they have to have a marketing team to come up with these ideas. But that's why the community can always bring these things up to them and explore what we can do, because we can't do everything. I mean, once we do put up the sign in Burj Khalifa, then how are they gonna buy? They need to have the wallet. That's what we were holding off to post that over there. But
yeah, and
Hey,
Mike, just for you to know, the wallet is coming out at the end of the summers, which would of course make it easier for them to buy. Also, they're going to do a website refresh in which they would add an option for people to buy directly from the website, making it easier for them to buy without having to follow as many steps as we do now. Now, are you familiar with what is the Middle East exchange that they listed in Burberry, Mr. Crypto?
that is I can't remember. Buret, Buret, is it Buret?
I think so. Are you familiar with that exchange, Mike?
there is a trust wallet. There is
Guys,
money exchange. There is
guys, uh, to stress on the point, it's not actually about exchange because it's actually available to us to buy anywhere. Like I own me and my partner Faisal. We own a lot of assets on Binance, on Trust Wallets, on Toro, on like multiple different like platforms. So we have access to all these platforms. Like
Perfect.
it's not a big deal. It's not about the platform. And also, I can stress the point like, yes, it would be cool to be on Burj Khalifa, but this is not our unique selling point. We need to find the proper unique selling point to sell to the Arabs. Why would the Sheikh drop his money there because it's on Burj Khalifa? When he probably owns 35 apartments there and he doesn't care what shows on Burj Khalifa, you
Hey,
know?
Mike, I got a
So,
question
like,
for you and Father
it's,
though.
of course, yeah, would love
I
that.
do have friends that do live out there in Dubai and everything, but they
Cool,
invest more in like in stocks. They're not fully in crypto. So the
cool,
thing is,
cool.
both of you guys are actually getting crypto. You just said a certain thing that in that basically in Saudi Arabia, like basically they're behind. So how far you think you behind from like from China, Korea, different like Asian countries that are more advanced, more fully into crypto, but still fighting like different laws, different battles. Which I know with you guys, it's also religion, which is different. But also, I mean,
No, no, no. It's to be honest. This continent is not all about religion. Yeah, it's a lot about religion, but like Jordan, the Emirates, the United Arab Emirates, and the other countries, they got no bans on alcohol. They got nothing. You got bars. You got everything. The actual religion is kept on the side for the religious people, and the regular life is kept for the regular people. Like for tourists, for whatever it is. So like the stress on legal or illegal on cryptocurrencies, I can tell you is nothing.
well,
Yes,
how far
to
you think you
us,
behind from the other
and
countries that are more advanced, though? Like the other called
how far behind in what?
basically. So you said like Saudi Arabia is like trying to get into crypto, like they don't. If that's what I
No,
understood,
that's not
they're
what I
not
said.
fully
No,
getting up there, but you guys are trying to get up there. So that's what I'm trying
bro,
to understand.
no, no. I'm saying the whole continent is still not up there. I'm saying the whole continent is still way behind.
Hey, can I have a
Like
say in
this whole
this? and I hope you guys don't jump to conclusions right away, and maybe
Please
let
do.
me get my point through. So when you came
Please
in,
do.
you originally proposed that you want to try to target the sheikhs, correct?
Definitely.
Yes, I'm on. I'm with you on that 100%. But you got to remember, we got to be realistic. These guys didn't just get money out of nowhere. It didn't rain on them, you know? They worked hard, they're smart. They're, I would say,
No, that's not what's up.
oh,
No.
okay, well that's your opinion. That's I'm just giving you
No, it's not. It's not about
my
opinions.
opinion.
A sheikh is born a sheikh. You know,
No,
you
it's
do not
not
choose to
born.
be a sheikh or not.
It's
No,
not.
yeah, sheikhs are
A
born.
sheikh is a leader of a religious. He's high.
No, my G. No, my G. No, my G. You
Oh
miss
my
this
goodness.
concept, my G.
No, I'm not.
Let's say
Listen, if you get one shake in, that's it. All of Dubai is gonna get in. Those guys fight against each other. They
that's
want
also
to
not what
always see
that's
who
also
can
not
be on top of
my
the
G.
other.
This is also a concept you misunderstand. First of all, a sheikh is not a person that built himself and became a sheikh. A sheikh runs. Your father is a sheikh. Obviously, the fucking son is gonna be a sheikh.
No, so you're
Obviously, the grandson is gonna be a sheikh. It's not your choice.
Right.
It's rulers of the country and his family members, his cousins, his second cousins, his third cousins, and these numbers go to hundreds and thousands in every country. So when you say you have hundreds and thousands of sheikhs, and each sheikh, like the smallest one would have like 50 million. That's the smallest sheikh. That's like some sheikh that no other sheikh would talk to, you know? It's not about you maybe you have the wrong concept. Yes, a sheikh is a leader, definitely.
Now,
But there are
hold on a
hundreds of
second,
other
Mike, so
sheikhs
that
in this country.
we could focus on the investment because I feel like that's the route that we should hit. Cryp- All right,
Definitely.
crypto nomics. Were you? Do you live in the Middle East? No,
Yes,
no,
I
no.
do live in the
Crypto,
Middle East
crypto,
and
crypto.
operate.
Do you live in the Middle
I
East?
do not I do
Okay, so
not
in that
live in the
case, I
Middle
feel like
East.
it's only fair to listen to the person that lives there and experience the culture. Let's move on with the marketing aspect of things. With that said, um,
Definitely. I
let's
would love
try
that.
I
You
to.
love
take
new CEO. She's
They,
aggressive.
they are going to.
She's actually on point. I'm sorry for interrupting, but you are
She
actually on
is.
point and you want this conversation to actually have some outcome, you know?
Yes,
Otherwise
because
we would just be
we
Hey
talking
need
guys,
about
this
let
type
me
of
memes.
address the
unity.
room. Let me address the room one more time, guys. I want to address the room one more time, and this is gonna be the last time I say it, guys. Um, I did remove crypto from the room because I want this to stay on topic. I don't want us to get off. We can have another space about this. Mike is here on a limited time. We're here to talk about a specific subject. Let's keep on point, and then I'll bring him back in later if Mike decides to stay around and discuss that. So please, let's just stay on topic.
Perfectly fair. Okay. Somebody just DM me that they from the last AMA, if I believe, I would have to recheck on that. They're meeting with a marketing firm. That means that they're planning to expand. They actually went into hiring more people in that area as well as other areas from a development standpoint. The key thing to do right now would be, for one, I would need for from your end, for you guys, since you guys are already there, to figure out what is it that will call their attention so that the Safemoon team can pitch it. The exchange that they have partnered with over there is Borensi. And I know that things are not going to be perfect. It isn't perfect anywhere in regards to investment, but people, when they want to invest, and when they're passionate, they're going to find a way. So that's the least of my concerns. My concern is getting things rolling in a way where you can communicate to the devs what is your purpose, your background, the influence you have in social media, so that you guys can potentially partner and see in which way we could potentially get those investors into this market, as well as, of course, SafeMoon.
Definitely. Listen, we have a couple of prepositions, but we would not like to discuss this in
Of
public.
course.
So I would love to actually speak to King and all other people related. I'm talking about King Turner. Um I would love for us to speak in private anytime convenient for you guys, for us to actually drop the points we actually have on the Middle East that think that would impact everything. The reason I would not like to speak of this in public is because you never know who's listening, and you never know who's gonna take this and use it before you, or any other subject. Like we have a
I
couple
agree
of
with
points that
Mike.
we actually worked really hard on, and we would not like to discuss this in public. But I would actually really, really love to discuss this with King and Nicey and
And Mr.
everybody
Crypto
Mr.
related
and
to this.
Mr.
Crypto. So
Crypto
So
that would
also
mean
Mike.
This is what we'll do,
of course,
guys. This
Mr.
is what we'll
Crypto,
do.
yeah,
Mr.
definitely,
And this is what
definitely.
we'll
Crypto.
do,
I'm
guys.
just saying,
This
I
is
wouldn't
this is
like
what
to
we'll do
speak
real
about
quick.
the points we have in front of hundreds of people, because these are really sensitive and highly valuable points that I personally consider as an asset that I would like to use in our advantage. And when I
Of
say in
course.
our
Hold your
advantage,
cards
it means
close, right? Hold your
in
cards close. Hey,
definitely,
Mike, can I just
definitely.
ask you like a
So
quick question? I've been listening, and
definitely, I would.
Okay, guys. Sorry, my phone timed out there. I want to stop this conversation just for a minute because obviously this is not the space for us to have this conversation right now. So between Mr. Crypto, Nisi, um, and whoever else we decide to bring on board for this conversation with Mike and his brother, let's do that off channel. And then once we kind of figure out where we're going, I think we should bring this back up to the community, and then we can all talk about it once we have a clearer vision of what we're trying to accomplish and what that looks like. I think that's only fair.
sounds perfect to me.
Definitely, definitely. That's exactly what I'm talking about, and this would be much appreciated.
Okay, Mike, this is what I'll do. Let's DM me. I added you. Let's talk
Mike,
offline and let's schedule something
Mike,
and we'll go
hey,
from there,
Mike,
okay?
can I just
Mike,
ask a quick question here?
Mike,
Definitely,
add Mr. Crypto and
of course,
Mikey and
please
King
do.
Turner, please.
Yes, I just think it's an important one, and like obviously know your stuff here. Like I don't have experience in the Middle East really, but I know they have money. Obviously, everybody knows this part, right?
Definitely,
But like I know some people here in Canada that are from there, and they do have money, and they have family and money, like princes and this and that, right? Um, but
yeah.
these guys don't mess around with the, safe moons and this and that. These guys are buying like the bitcoins, right? They're going with the big boys here, right? Can you just tell me why? Like, give me one idea, and I'm okay to jump on board with you boys as well if it's something that's gonna bring them in. But I just don't. I don't understand. Like, if you had money, would you be going with the cheapie or would you be going with the big boy, big Bitcoin, right?
But obviously, all of us as crypto holders, we know the difference between holding a somewhat almost called like a stable coin. It's not a stable coin, but it's like almost stable, let's say, which is Bitcoin and Ethereum. Like it's something we trust and we almost call almost a stable coin. Uh, what is the margin of profit you can get off of Bitcoin and
But these
Ethereum
guys don't care like
relatively?
about like making a
They do,
10x,
they do, they do.
20x. They just want
Obviously,
to keep their money.
no,
They
of
want to
course they
keep what they
do.
have.
No, no, that's not right. That's not right, my G. I'm sorry, but the people in the Middle East, they have a lot of money, but they don't just keep this money and spend it. They're trying to make more money. Anybody that has any amount of money, let's say any person of us here in this chat room, for example, you own $1,000, you want to make 10,000. You own 1 million, you want to make 10 million. You own 10 million, you want to make 100 million. You have 100 million, you want to make 1 billion.
No,
You own a
because
billion, you want to make a
like
hundred
these guys
billion.
have
It's
like
it's
the
it's
reason
it's
that like because and you even said it too, like it's come from generations.
C4, I know, but let him.
It's come from generations, right? Like the kids, the
no, 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 no. Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
the
But
reason like
definitely,
they can
your father maybe
sorry, can I
your
just say this one thing?
yeah, yeah. Please continue. Please continue.
The
Yes,
reason it's
please.
gone down from like generation to generation, they didn't like make these gambles to make, turn 10 million to 100 million. They turned their 10 million to 12 million, 13 million, 14 million, right? So like
No,
I know
it's
some
not.
of these people, like not directly, but I know how they invest, right? Like I've been in this game a long time too, right? And you know your stuff, so maybe you're seeing something that I don't. I just want to know. Thank you.
Thank you so much for what you said, and it's actually a very important point. But what I would like to point out is that it's not about the fact that 10 million turns into 12 million because they risk safe investments. Just like normal people, sheikhs are diversified, you know. Some are risk takers, some are actually super safe people who actually want to get this 10% off of their cash every year, and or 7% or 5%, whatever it is. But like, in every culture, in every culture there are different kind of people, like in every box of tomatoes there are the good tomatoes and the rotten tomatoes, and there are the semi okay tomatoes. There are different kind of people in every culture. There are sheikhs that are willing to risk every single cent they have to make 1 billion out of 10 million. And there are a lot of sheikhs that are not willing to risk 5% of 1 billion to make any extra cash. So like they are both, like you say, best of both worlds,
Yeah,
they are very diversified.
yeah.
There are sheikhs that are only about religion, and there are sheikhs that do not leave the club. There are different kind of sheikhs. There are sheikhs that wake up in the morning, take a shot of vodka, and start their day. And there are sheikhs that wake up in the morning, put the put the prayer carpet in front of them, and start praying in the morning, and continue their day accordingly. So there are different kind of sheikhs. There are different mentalities, and there are a lot of actually potential people that can make this go from 0 to 100 real quick,
And
because
I
there's a lot of
understand
capital here.
your mindset, Mike. And at this point, I feel like explanation is just like a waste of air. It's either we get this jumping
Definitely,
started or we don't, right? And the reason why I feel like
Exactly.
definitely,
that
That's why
is
I said
definitely,
this is
because,
not the place
right,
for it.
the reason why I feel like that is
definitely,
because I've had people in my life tell me about my culture like I wasn't born there. People need to learn how to respect certain limits when it comes to people's place where they actually from. If they live there, it's not the same if you know somebody from
I
there
respect
versus
where you're
hey, I live
from.
there and I
I
experienced it. I'm
respect it.
not coming for you, C4 and 4. I'm talking about in general, like they didn't have to come up in here and try to connect with the community to make something happen. As investors, we have to look at the bigger picture and the positivity of what this can bring if this is successful when it comes to the communication. And that's what I'm focused on. And this is what we need to get offline and hold this conversation in our DMs.
I
definitely,
agree. So,
definitely.
hey, with that said, Mike, I thank you for coming onto the space. Um, and yeah, we're just gonna take this offline. If you guys want
Thanks
Definitely.
for
to
answering my
go back up
questions, Mike.
later,
And
well,
if I can get some information too, thanks, guys.
yeah,
Can
yeah, we'll
It
keep it
was
can
an
moving.
I
honor,
can I
guys.
just
Really,
say one
seriously.
thing real
Thank
quick?
you all, and yeah,
Sorry,
definitely,
man. I just want to say like so this whole Safe Moon project, and I jumped in a little late, is only 3 months old, right? And we're talking about these gigantic partnerships and trying to get big money into this. I still think that it's so new that a lot of people in this room really need to concentrate on getting friends and family and others into it. And then let the
definitely,
influencers, let the big time people, if it's you, Mike, I'm sorry, Mike, I haven't really listened that long, so I don't know who you are. But the people that really matter really need to talk to people that are really heavily involved in Safemoon, and I'm not talking like like people that are in this crypto space all the time, because like I log onto this Twitter space all the time, and I see a lot of the same people, and we all go back and forth. We need to focus on getting people involved, and let the big time people get the big time people involved. That's all I gotta say, and I think that's a big key to all
And
these
we've kind
issues
of said
everybody's
that. I know
having.
you just stepped in, but we did kind of say that. That's why we're trying to get them in contact with the right
Yeah,
people.
we're
So,
not trying to
like I
drag
said,
this by
Definitely,
ourselves. We're
definitely.
trying to connect them
yeah.
with
I
the right
think,
people.
Mr. What's it called? Safe Moon Henby. I think everything you said is perfectly right. But as my point of view, it would be much better than getting, as I said before, 1,000 people investing $100 than one person investing 10 million. It's a big difference. We've already discussed this.
Okay,
Like,
I'm sorry. I
I think there's
apologize. Like I said, I
no,
jumped
no,
in
it's
late.
cool. It's cool. It's cool.
No, no, it's
No, no,
okay.
no,
You're
no, no,
fine.
no way, no way, no way. Thank you so much for saying what you said. At the end of the day, we all have to express what we have to say, and I believe anybody can say a small piece of information that could actually accidentally, crucially change everything that's going on. So at the end of the day, I personally appreciate everything said by anybody here, and it's of high value for me. So any questions,
Okay,
please come at me,
okay.
Hey
So
guys.
Mike,
then let
before
me
you
say
go
this,
though,
right?
before hold on, I'm sorry. Before you go though, are you guys also investing in like Labs Coin, which they do real estate? I'm just curious.
Uh, to be honest, I haven't. No, my portfolio. I have a personal portfolio. I have a portfolio joint with my partner Faisal. He has his own personal portfolio. Like we own multiple portfolios. We can say they're more, actually more than 10 portfolios or 15. I'm not actually sure of the number of the portfolios, but each portfolio boasts about like minimum of 10 cryptocurrencies up to 30. And but no, I have never actually invested in lab, but because
Okay.
I'm actually into either more stable cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so on, or actually like
Are you guys in Cardano then?
let's
What
say
about
new
Cardano?
cryptocurrency. Definitely, yeah, I've definitely got ADA, man, of
Okay.
course. Definitely, the ADA, XRP, all these basic ones, yeah, of course, like Tron, BTT, Wink, like all Justice on network stuff, like
Last one.
Bitcoin,
Last one before
Ethereum.
last one before I like go and mute. What about V?